Hey y'all, welcome back to another art talk. Talking on art. Yeah. Um, I'm not feeling too good right now, and I wanted to be honest and transparent on this channel. How I started with my last channel. Um, you're gonna hear my dogs growling in the background because they have to lay next to me. 'Cause they're trying to, I guess they protected me, making sure I'm good, and they playing with each other right here. But I had a meeting today with my social worker, and I hadn't seen her for a while. Mostly because I've been avoiding humans. Um, because I was kind of on the fence about something. It was difficult for me to express love towards people, not like in depth, like oh I'm in love with you, but just love in general to an extent when there's so much going on, and that in the interim of that, always hearing it from people that there's so much going on. There's so much going on, but they go about their lives. There's children dying, but they are free of like their conscience is clear to just go about their life. And we've become so desensitized to the pain and the trauma and the PTSD and whatever other synonym you can think of right now of others. And that's the message God wanted me to get out there today. In talking to her, it's 3:33 right now. Amen. I spoke to her at 10 a.m. I have not been feeling good since then till now. It's not a feeling bad or a feeling not feeling good like I'm sick. It's a feeling like I exerted myself with a lot of energy. I used a lot of energy in our conversations or in our conversation or whatever. And in doing that, that has drained my battery. It drained my battery, and I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, wow, like I have not felt this drain in a minute. Hey, hey, you getting louder and louder while I'm talking, baby. And I want people to know that it's okay. It's okay to get your it's okay for your battery to be drained when it is going for something that makes sense. I think a lot of us on this planet allow our batteries to be drained by things that mean nothing to us. It's so superfluous, it's so back burnerish, it's so last minute ish, but we still give it all of our energy and time and vibes and love. And as I sat there with her today, and as I told her, I said, I have been watching humans for years now. I said, there were certain things that I was told that I just couldn't do. I needed to be humble. I need to watch my mouth, stop my tongue. And I fight with myself in my living room to unbrainwash myself, rebrainwash myself with some better brainwashing. Because to speak truth it's not rude. I don't have to like this. Look, make my eyes look like they cross-eyed. I don't have to humble myself if I'm telling you the truth. If there's a bus coming, it's about to hit you. Wouldn't you rather me go, hey, there's a bus coming, or do you want me to just, so I'm gonna be quiet because it's not my place. That's all I'm keep hearing from everybody. It's not my place to save the next. It's not my place to care about Israel. It's not my place to care about Africa. It's not my place to care about this. It's not my place to care about the homeless outside. It's not my place. What is y'all place? What is your purpose? You cannot honestly think, and if you do, please don't subscribe to my channel. I am looking for common, thoughtful beings. But you cannot possibly think you were just put on this planet to only care about yourself. Literally. And the first saying that you humans like to use is, well, you came in this world alone, you'll leave alone. Yes. But that's entering and exiting a building. What are we doing while we're in the building together? We're here together. How morbid is it to think you came here alone, you leave alone? I'm so sick of y'all and y'all sayings. Because at the end of the day, they're not helpful towards positivity. The majority of things are geared towards be by yourself. Figure it out by yourself. Oh, you can't figure it out? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's a bro. But as I talked to her today, and I let it be known we are going to have a heart to heart. And I believe in myself. I want to go ahead and say that right now on record. I believe in myself. I believe in who God is telling me and whispering and yelling and reaffirming every day of who I am. The possibility, and I am the impossible meeting the possible. I am the reincarnation of what should have never happened again, but unfortunately, fortunately happened again. I am the anomaly. Booty bump. I had a booty bump. I'm the anomaly. And I say those things and I talk to people and I have to tell them before you start judging my words. Remember, if I was Michael Jackson, you would just listen. Remember, if I was Kendrick Lamar, you wouldn't care what I'm saying. Kendrick Lamar done said he's God on multiple occasions. You know, he's a godly figure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But when you have a man that looks like me come to you that says, okay, listen, I am that I am. And I am back in the flesh and I was trying to figure out this body that was already here, the person that y'all already knew, and then what this is now. If anybody ever comes onto one of my YouTube channels or anything that knew me before and knows me now, really comes to know me, come and speak to me, they would be able to tell you that's not the same person. And we don't mean that the testosterone did something. Something has switched in that being. That's what happens when God gets involved in your life. All of a sudden you start doing the things that gear yourself towards that, not gearing yourself towards the world. As I sat with my social worker and said those same words to her that I'm saying to you guys, that hey, I am somebody. And who I am, I'm telling you, and I've shown you. Not only have I shown you, but I'm going to continuously show you. And not only am I going to continuously show you, this is about to hit the fan, baby. We about to hit the fan. It's not negative. It's not positive. But it is what it is, what I'm about to say. I no longer will petition for the human race or the fact of the loss of humanity in itself. Even I have to come to the conclusion that if every prophecy must be fulfilled, I'm going to play my part in making sure everything gets fulfilled so that I can go home and my children can go home. I am uncomfortable being comfortable with y'all being comfortable. I'm uncomfortable trying to force myself to be comfortable, watching y'all be comfortable in what should be uncomfortable. And no matter how much I've said it, and people all keep going, oh, yeah, you still doing your YouTube videos? Why does it matter? You're not watching nor are you listening. I'm doing this like TD Jakes did on the movie Left Behind. I'm just making a recording because when the day comes that you guys do need this advice, you do need this information, I won't be around to tell you verbatim. That's the goal. That's why God keeps having me do it. That's what He tells me. You will not be there. You want to help them, that's cool, but you're not going to be there to help them. So leave some breadcrumbs. Things are about to get real spooky because not too many people are going and praying. I watch people don't even say grace over their food anymore. I mean, you don't have to praise my God, but goddamn. And that's the conversation that I've had with multiple people that are afraid to start standing for something. Then do not be afraid when your father sits still when you're being persecuted. And all of us, we believe that that day will never happen. Never say never. Because I'm telling you it's coming. I'm telling you it's coming. You can't say you weren't warned. As I sat with my social worker, and the words that came out of my mouth, I want to be honest right now. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I would not have had the confidence to sit there in my own house, amen, and speak the words that I want to come out of my mouth. I would have spoke somebody else's. I would have kept bending my head saying, well, let me just be humble. To all my people out there that are light workers, it is okay to speak truth, whether or not it falls on deaf ears. That is none of your concern. You said what you needed to say. Me sitting with her today and letting her know I don't appreciate how this entire organization is using humans basically as slaves to get paid to keep their lives going, but you don't care about the lives of the people that's paying for you to have a life. Said I was stuck in a shelter and would have still been stuck in a shelter had I not woke up and realized that nobody gave a fuck about me. Amen. You telling me, well, my Section 8 is contracted and stuck with these people called Turning Point. I'm gonna give y'all the backstory of it. Stuck with these people called Turning Point, where if you've listened to me on my old channel, I've explained some of the things that have happened with them, and I'll go ahead and get those videos and re-upload them onto this channel, so I can make sure I have proof, which I'll call receipts. But I would have been stuck at a show. I was stuck in Lancaster having to pay a motel room. I said to my social worker the very first time we spoke, you meeting me was out front of my mother's house because I didn't want you to come all the way where I lived, which was at the Cecil Hotel at that time. By that time, I had made it to the Cecil Hotel. I didn't even want to be there. She said, well, that's the organization that I work for. Da, da, da. Okay, stop. And this is where I want y'all humans to stop sometimes. Stop talking and hear yourself. This is the organization that I work for. I need to have a job. I can't just quit because you think I didn't. I kept having to tell her, we're really going to have a heart to heart today because there's so many things that I have not been able to say. Out of fear of, oh, I might lose my housing. Out of fear of, oh, I might lose this. Out of fear of, oh, they're going to come and turn my lights off or something because I'm not speaking what they want me to speak. Let me tell y'all something. I don't speak what no other organization want me to speak besides my Father in heaven. And I'm going to stand on that until the day that I go into the earth and go back to heaven. When I worked for the Cecil Hotel, it was fun and dandy. But as soon as my father said, some things are not going to move like you want them to move, and some things I can't, it wasn't even that he was saying that he can't. He said there's some things that I will not do if you're going to put a money sign before me. Literally, my father, when I tell y'all it was so many arguments I used to have with God, and they be talking about you can't slap box with God. No, I can't slap box, but damn it, I'm a petition for myself, Father. I'm gonna come as my own goddamn lawyer. Hello, Jesus. We in the courtroom. I'm my own juror, and I'm my own lawyer. I used to sit there in that room and say, God, please just let me keep the job. If I can keep the job, then maybe I can get a home. He said, what? He said, so out of everything that we done been through together, and he keeps saying it to me, every time I even have a little inkling of, oh, I might not be able to. He says, every time, everything that we have been through together, and everything that I've already gotten you out of, and not one time did you need a job. He said, I need you to do the job that I am asking you to do. He said, I didn't even try to force you. Amen. Because as many days I sit here just like I am right now, and I don't feel good. And he knows that. I wish I could. Everybody be like, oh, you a pastor. You supposed to be out just preaching and reaching and preaching and reaching and reach one, teach one. Baby, ain't nobody reaching for me. Ain't nobody here to rub on my belly. Ain't nobody here to go walk these dogs. Ain't nobody. I had to put I got to put my own face mask on first. But when I was at the Cecil and I was making money, let me tell y'all something. I went from homeless to making $2,000 every 2 weeks. I then also had to start paying rent at that place. And then also don't forget that the roaches started, the mice and the rats started. Everything that I could have saved, I should have been able to just save the money for. I had to use the money for something else. God had a sense of humor. The longer I kept that job, the longer he sat there and said, uh-huh. It was one day, I walked into the building and a nigga had a seagull as a pet. He done went outside. The seagull's leg was hurt, so it can't get away. And he's keeping the seagull in the hotel room as a pet. Mind you, he also had maggots. Yes, you heard me right. Maggots as pets. Every time I tried to come to God with an excuse, Father, I need this job. I need to get Choco Bones. I need this job. I got to get the cat some food. I need. And my father kept telling me, if you don't stop telling me that you what you need, I'm here telling my creator what I need. And he already knows what I need. He said you lived in a van for how long? Okay. He said it was every time that you started leaning towards something else, that's when the problems would occur. When I tell y'all as my testimony, I had to sum up not even the courage, but the voice. I had to sum up the voice, and this is when God was first trying to get me to hit me in the chest. Talk with your chest out, son. Talk proudly. When I tell y'all, I finally was able to say, I quit. One, this is not working. This is not working. We're hurting people. We're losing lives. I'm finding bodies in rooms. We are finding bodies in rooms. We had a woman jump out a window to hang herself. And I will never forget the screams that I heard that woke me up. I will never forget walking out into the hallway trying to find the screams. And then running to a room, running up the stairs, getting to the room, and seeing, if you guys have ever been to the Cecil, or if you've never, go into your bathroom. I'm sure everybody's bathroom is pretty small unless you like super rich. Go into your bathroom and imagine 8, 7, 10 people in there. That's pretty much the equation of what it looked like. And these people are trying to push these feet up from a window, and then you hear people above trying to pull her back in, struggling, obviously. That was the organization that I had decided to work for. Do you understand? I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I be talking long to understand. When my social worker said, this is the organization she works for, I'm right there with y'all. I'm no different, but I am different. That fear of, well, what am I going to do if I don't have an income? Get swallowed up when my brain says, no, my nigga, what are you going to do if you don't got God? my angel and my demon, my little demon, both be looking at each other like, bitch, we agree. Now when your dark side and your light side can agree, that's that lets me know God real right there. First of all, 'cause let me tell you, me, I know me. I know what I could be out there doing. I done did it. I be telling people I'm bored. I don't got no friends. I don't got nobody to chill with, whatever. I just be sitting here with my dogs, whatever, and that's cool. I know I can go out and get friends. I know I can friends, quote unquote. I know I can go out and get pussy. I know I can go out and get a girl. Excuse my French, how I'm saying, but I'm gonna speak to y'all how y'all speak on this planet. I can go out and fuck. What did the guy say at the liquor store? He said, "Yeah, I just be clapping cheeks." Okay, I guess that's how the kids say it now, but I know I can do that. I'm not a bad looking guy. Ain't not one time in my life that I have been single this long. Let's be honest. If you if you know me, let's be honest. But I really had to start asking myself. I may not have friends, but I have God. Or I had to tell. I start telling myself that. Like at the end of the day, sometimes your friends don't answer the phone. God always pick up, bro. I call him right now. God, I really don't feel. I've been since I said it earlier. God, I really don't feel good. He said, go in there and lay down. He know I hate laying down, so I know it wasn't my idea. I swear to Bob, I've been laying down. He put it in my head to go ahead and start making this video, and my stomach has already started subsiding. That extra energy has started subsiding. No need to go out and give it to the world. It's my energy. Putting it back where it can be stored and used for later. But in talking to her and hearing her just say things like, well, and she actually let some tears. I mean, I to the outside world to somebody else, it would have. I hope she understood because it would have seemed like I was ringing her. I was getting I was upset at her, and I was letting her know while I was saying it. Please hear truth. Hear the truth that I'm trying to say through these words. Because I can't say if I say them any other way, and I deter or even for a second act like I'm not ready to step into my crown, God is going to step me back. It don't matter who you talk to, and this is for all light workers. If you talk in business, then you speak in a business tone. That is what I have learned. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your mammy. I don't care if it's your baby. When we talk in business, we are going to speak in a business manner. Why? Because that lets us know what the fuck we're doing. I feel like when I try to talk business and then I put in a little personal or try to be nice, put in a joke, the person think it's funny. The person think that we friends. We're not. When we're in business, we're in business. When we're friendship, we're in friendship. When we're in relationship, we're in relationship. Let's not never get them mixed or crossed or misconstrued. They are all different entities. And in me talking to her and telling her, I hear what you're saying. Everybody keeps saying, "Joke, are you getting sick?" No, this is really my voice. I talk to y'all nicely like this, but this is really what my voice sounds like. Um, I don't care what organization you work for. I had to start with the question because she came in happy. She brought me a bag. She said, "Oh, I brought you a bag of food," because she ain't seen me. And I know, just like mama, I know when females, I know when y'all feel like you gotta walk on eggshells with a nigga. You don't have to walk on eggshells ever with me. I'm just autistic, and therefore I'm gonna be me. You be you. But she gives me a bag, and the bag has like rice in it and beans and a couple canned foods. And half of me was going to go ahead and start putting it in my cabinet, but then I was like, "Thank you," and I'll put this over here with the rest because I've been going to food banks myself. I've been doing that by myself already. I got a bunch of lentils, I got a bunch of rice, I got a bunch of beans, I got a bunch of cans. If you need some, anybody over here, let me know. But that's what they call support. That was supposed to be helpful. You giving me a bag of rice and beans. At no point right now am I talking personally about her. I am talking about the organization that sent her. I'm talking about who's signing them paychecks. Because they can be giving out more than just rice and beans. If I go to the the food bank, and they're giving me the same bag of rice and beans that you're giving me, then you're not giving me any extra support, baby. But the taxpayers' money is going to that business. And they are paying these people as social workers to give housing support. But I don't need that type of housing support. And the type of support that I asked for, they can't give me. So, and the support I asked for was I just needed help getting my cat a carrier, or find me a place that, I don't know, because I don't have a, not that I don't have a job, I just didn't have transportation. And I was just trying to move into. I was trying to move from the Cecil to here. I was trying to leave my PTSD and come into something new. There's a lot. I had to start the gas. I had to start the water here. There was things I had never did. I had to start the trash here. I was just asking for a little help with the cat. Couldn't get help. So that's not the type of services that I need. And if I'm not getting supportive services from you, then why is your name attached to my Section 8 voucher, allowing you guys to get paid for me when I'm here doing this by myself? Who found this place? I did. Who went to the viewings? I did. Who turned in the paperwork? I did. And the proof is in the pudding, baby. I got text messages still from the people when I'm texting, hey, can I get a viewing? Hey, can I get a viewing? Sending it out to multiple addresses. This person, this person, this person. Who got me out the shelter? I did. By the grace